following podcast has been brought to you by Banter Club.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Ramblemania shall proudly brings to you this one half of your longest reigning tag team champions of the world, the Angels of Death 6XL. Joining me as always,
that would be I, the other half of your former longest reigning Ramblemania tag team champions of the world, TJ the Great. TJ the Great. Of course, we are the Banter Club. We are here to discuss that good old AEW Dynamite.
Oh, yeah.
But before we get to the Dynamite, we got to go through a little bit of news items. And this week, this week, there's only like 3 things to really talk about, but they're fucking apparently gigantic things. So let's start right here in good old AEW. And well, Cody and Brandi Rhodes have apparently left AEW. Wednesday afternoon, Tuesday afternoon, one of those.
So long, farewell.
Yeah.
Say adieu.
Tony Khan and Cody and Brandi all came out with their own statements, talking about how integral and important Cody and Brandi were to AEW, to the beginning of the company, and establishing it to where it is now. And he wished them the best in their future endeavors, essentially.
Wow.
And that's all that's been said from the parties involved so far. There's a decent amount of behind the scenes scuttlebutt about what is and what may be going on and what may have led to this. Justin Barrasso from Sports Illustrated, he was the main one that had the skinny on this, talking about how apparently Cody, we know that Tony Khan took like full booking control of AEW in like late 2019. There was that short time period where, they had that, very famously, the Dark Order beatdown that didn't go that well. They lost to NXT in the ratings one week. And then it was around that point where Tony Khan was just like, all right, I'm taking control of this shit. We're gonna get this shit in order. And from that point on, it's been what we know now as AEW. It's been mostly Tony Khan booking, and, I guess he gets suggestions here and there from people, but the buck stops at Tony. It starts and stops at Tony. That's how it's been since that time period. And apparently Cody, he wanted to have, that level of creative responsibility. He wanted to be a part of the booking committee or whatever. And once that was taken away from him, apparently that didn't make him happy. A big part of, his daddy, big part of his daddy's legacy was not only that he was an in-ring talent, but that he was a booker. So apparently that's something that Cody really wanted. That losing that hurt him. According to the Sports Illustrated article, losing that hurt him more than losing any match could hurt him. So I find that super interesting, just because, this was a position where Cody was essentially set for life. Like, he's an EVP of this company. He's one of the reasons that the company exists in the first place. They do all the community outreach and all that stuff. Like, he's ingrained within the system, even outside of AEW. He does stuff with Warner Media. He had 2 shows. He was on Go Big Show, and he had his own reality show.
Go Big or Go Home. Yoshi and I watch it every single Sunday.
So, I mean, he was locked in. And now, apparently, he has decided the grass is greener on the other side, because the other half of this is...
Oh, Lord, no.
Cody's next wrestling destination will probably be WWE.
God damn it, Stardust.
I find it super interesting that the article and everything so far has said just Cody and not Brandy. Like, there's no indication that Brandy will be going with it. That could change, but as of right now, it seems like it's just Cody that's going back.
I forgot who said that Brandy might have had heat backstage, and then the girls had backlash. They were like, fuck
yeah,
no,
that was Wade Keller came out and was like, not a lot of people really got any good things to say about Brandy. And then like a bunch of people on the roster was like, fuck that. I have great things to say about Brandy.
Like, she was hella professional. Oh, just because she didn't put her fucking actual life out there. Blah, blah, blah. And she kind of did, because she's still on the reality show, even though she probably didn't put all her actual shit out there.
Yeah, that was probably just, whatever she felt like putting on camera.
Like, and kudos to the girls, man, because I respect that shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, like, guys, people are reporting. I think that what people need to realize about journalists is that, they report essentially what they're told. And Wade Keller is not really a guy that just randomly makes shit up. Like, he's been around for a very long time, like just about as long as Meltzer and Johnson and the rest of those guys. Like, he's one of the legit guys. So I don't feel like he would just say that for no reason. Like, if he said people didn't like Brandy backstage, then someone he probably told him that. Yeah. So either they're lying or something. Or
maybe just that person didn't like her.
Yeah, maybe that person didn't like Brandy, and then, they projected onto the rest of the roster. But not the case, I guess. Brandy was like just fine. Like with that stuff, I don't want to talk too much about that because like we don't know. Because like even there had been all these rumors that the EVPs weren't getting along. Bryan Alvarez comes out earlier talking about that story. He's like, from what I was told, the EVPs were good, like good. All of them were friends. Like Cody and the rest of them were all good. There was no beef, none of that. So with that stuff, you don't really know because again, what we get of that information is basically secondhand from the journalists who so happen to speak to people within the company with their own opinions. We have to remember that. Like the sources that these journalists have are often people who have their own opinion and outlook on things. So it's not necessarily a lie, but it may not necessarily be the whole big picture because it's just one or a few people. But as far as Cody goes, like, I don't know, man. It's pretty wild to see this. Like, there was always going to be someone that went from AEW to WWE. Like, we're talking about all the big jumps and how many people have gone from WWE to AEW. There was always going to be someone that went the other way. It was always going to happen. I don't think that's, necessarily a shock here. But if there's no way I would have bet it would have been Cody. Mm-hmm. Not after fucking 3 years of running this company and seeing how successful they got within 3 years. I'd have never fucking picked Cody to be the first major jump from AEW to WWE. If that happens.
A lot of people are taking this as, a lot of WWE loyalists are taking this as like a big dub for WWE, like a huge dub. But I'm over here like, bro, he hasn't even said like, yo, I'm going to sign over here, do this or do that. Like, he just had a kid. Maybe he wants to take some time to, be a dad for a little bit.
Yeah, for all that, we don't know. Like, he could go disappear for a little bit and then, shit, who knows? Maybe like 6 months from now, he'll sign another contract with AEW. He'll be right back. We don't know yet.
We don't know. Like, so I just want to say, like, to me, that's not a big dub. To me, it's just, okay, AEW is getting to the point where a few people are going to want to leave because it's big right now, So some people might not feel heard. Some might be let go because it's just like, all right, now we've got a big roster and it's getting a little bloated. And we might not have time for everybody. And, I could put you on Dark a million times, but if you're not making any money for me, then, here and there, some people are going to get let go. So it is what it is.
And Bryan Alvarez even talked about that just in terms of Cody going over there potentially. Like, and then this was just him speculating, but just thinking about it, you have, like you said, all these people that have already jumped from WWE to AEW and how full the roster has gotten. You look on the other side, and roster ain't as full as it once was.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna, whatever Cody gets for going over there, he is getting a bag. He is getting a big ass bag for going there because, like, talking about whether it's a W or not, like, it's a W just in terms of perception for WWE. Like, we've got all these fucking guys that keep going over there and generating buzz over there. If we get one of the fucking guys from over there, and not just any guy, like, that's one of the guys. He's one of the guys that helped start the company. If we get one of those guys over here, then hell yeah, we're going to do that. And hell yeah, they're going to throw him. They made $1 billion last year. They can give him whatever he wants in terms of money.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, for WWE, it would be a huge get. Like, I don't know what they do with him, but just in terms of how the roster layout is, he would instantly be one of the biggest stars there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you ain't got much up top, so he easily slots in, like, potentially right under Roman.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest, though. Like, I'm looking at WWE's creative and what they've been doing the last few months. No. like, why the fuck would you even attempt to go over there? Like, I get it. You want money or whatever, but, like, you're going to be mentally stifled and then very creatively stifled, and you're not going to have job security. It's going to be disgusting over there. Like, I personally, like, if I was a wrestler, I wouldn't want to sign with WWE right now. I'd be like, yo, I know they got money, but is it worth me going crazy and fucking cursing people out every week? Or, you know, because, I mean, you got to look at all the shit that they're doing right now. Like, and I watched one episode of SmackDown and I was like, yo, this is bad, you know? Like, they fucking up over there.
I mean, you know, I don't watch the product at all. I don't keep up with it. But, like, so, I mean, if you were to go there, that's it for Cody for me. I don't watch him anymore. But, like, I don't know. Just in terms of, I don't know what they do with him, but I know he would be, at least for a little while, a top guy there. And we ain't in his head. So maybe there's something that he feels he can get at WWE that he can't get at AEW, because otherwise I don't know why he would want to leave. As far as Cody goes, he may be coming in. So, you know, you watch WWE, get ready for the Code Man, potentially.
Please no.
I don't think they'll Stardust him. At the very least, I don't think they'll Stardust him. Like, I heard Bryan Alvarez said, "You think they'd pay this guy $5 million to bury him?" Yes, I do.
Yes.
But I don't think they would do that right away. Like, I think because it's like I said, in terms of star power, he off rip, as soon as he shows up on TV, is one of the biggest stars they have. So I think they will run with that for at least a few months. But after
Cody,
that,
please no. Cody, please no.
Cody, listen, man. The Cody verse ain't my favorite shit. Sometimes it's really whack, but sometimes it's really good. So I like the you never know of the Cody verse.
No, please no.
If you want to bring the Cody verse back to this side, I'm with that. Come back, Cody, if you want.
Oh, here, yeah. But you know what I'd rather him do?
What?
I'd rather him go wrestle Matt Cardona.
Yeah, do that. Go to NWA. Fucking boost up NWA with something. They could use your star power. You and Matt Cardona in a big NWA title feud. Why not? Go for it.
I want to see Cody versus Matt.
Then you have Brandy.
I want to see
Chelsea
Cody versus Moose
yelling at each other. Yeah, go to Impact. Yeah, do the 2016 thing all over again, where you go out and work all the indies and shit. Do it again. Only this time, now you've proven yourself as the guy, and you can whatever.
Go to Japan. Do things.
Do that again. Yeah, you can try that again.
That's fun.
So I don't know. But do what you want, Cody.
Don't
have fun. I mean, I ain't gonna watch if you go there, but if you do go there, I don't know, have fun. Make a lot of money.
Yeah, make money. That's the only thing that I can say you're gonna do over there. With a straight face. I'm not gonna tell you have fun over there. You're not gonna have no fun.
Hey, make money. Friends over there. You might have fun. You guys friends
man,
over
you ain't
there.
having no. You're gonna catch up with some people and be like, "Hey, hi, how's it going?" Blah, blah. That's about it. But no, you're not gonna have fun. So make money.
He might have fun. You never know. Speaking of making money, let's talk about this next bit. Cause there's another guy That's set to come to WWE.
Please no.
Set to make a ton of fucking money if this is true.
Leave the memories alone. Leave the memories alone. Leave the memories alone.
Rumor has it, per one Dave Meltzer, that Stone Cold Steve Austin is set to come out of retirement this year and wrestle at WrestleMania because they need to sell fucking tickets to Cowboy Stadium.
Leave the memories alone.
It's not a done deal yet. It's not. It's not quite done.
Dog, listen.
What?
It's your number one fan here. Let me talk to you right quick. Listen, I know they're gonna give you a bag, bro, but you and I know that you are not ring ready right now.
I get ring ready, son.
Dog, it's been damn near 20 years since the last time you wrestled.
I got a ring at the Broken Skull Ranch.
Dog, please, no, my nigga.
They're gonna send me one of these young cats. We're gonna take some bumps.
Leave my memories alone, bro. If you was going out there to wrestle fucking Roman Reigns, maybe, but from what I've heard, no. I know
the rumored match is not Roman Reigns.
Yeah, it's
the rumored match is Kevin
KO.
Owens.
And I love KO, don't get me wrong. But he's not as hot right now, you feel me? And if I want Austin to come back, he's got to put somebody over. And as much as I love KO, they haven't put the proper story in place for me to give a fuck about him winning this. So please, no.
Well, you ain't got to worry about that. Kevin Owens definitely ain't winning this match. He putting Austin over. That's why he's not facing Roman.
That's even worse.
That's why he's not facing Roman.
That's worse, bro. Like, no.
I mean,
no.
Listen. I don't know. It's interesting for me because with Austin, I've always thought that it is a matter of when and not if. When are they going to be able to convince him? I honestly thought they might have gotten him for a Saudi show for now because I know they've asked. They've asked. They had to have asked at least once. So I've always figured they probably ask him like fucking once a year, every year. Hey, Steve, you want to? No, son. But I guess they finally called him this year like, fuck it, why not? I only got but so long to do one more.
Dad, please.
Let him do one more.
Faja. No, Faja. No.
This is the name of the game with WWE. Nostalgia. This is what they do. When they run out of guys that get the fucking big pops to bring back, they just dip back and bring in some other guys that they haven't brought back in a while that'll get a big pop. And like, Austin's one of the last ones. He's one of the last ones that hasn't done it yet, that hasn't come back and gotten that pop. And
hey, Vince, you want to do something fun? Create a new fucking star. Wow.
Yeah, we tried that. It's not working. So you got to bring back Austin.
No, it will work if you actually do it.
We tried.
Vince is the idiot who doesn't know how.
Pal, look at all the guys I tried. I tried everyone, pal.
Who?
It didn't work. The only guy that worked was Roman.
Who did you actually try other than Roman?
We tried with that Ambrose guy, and he fucking left to become elite.
Because you treated him like shit.
We fucking tried with that Keith Lee guy, and look what happened to him.
He's also not fucking try. Elite. You fucking fired him.
Because he wasn't good enough, pal. That's why he had to be fired.
The dog, you kept changing his gimmick every fucking week.
And he couldn't get over. That's why. It's his fault.
You leave one thing and let the man actually get over. He was over kind of sort of already in NXT. And then when you brought him here, you did nothing but try to change him. And how the fuck you think he's going to get over if you just keep trying to change him? Let him be himself like he was on NXT and he'll get himself over.
Pal, you mean that NXT crap that couldn't even beat AEW? Why would I want to use anybody from that crap?
So AEW, who beat y'all, did nothing to change his character in real life, right? And when he got out there, he had a huge pop. They debuted him properly. Everyone likes Keith Lee. On this episode, he was getting cheered. The fuck are you doing?
Pal, we need my guys.
You don't know how to get any guys.
I'm getting Austin, pal. What do you think I'm doing?
No,
guys.
he's like 90. Leave that man
We're
alone.
getting the guys, pal. Gotta get over out
Leave
here.
him alone.
And then he's gonna wrestle that Kevin Owens.
Why
and Kevin
is
Owens
he
is gonna
wrestling?
get over. Pal, we gotta fill the seats in Texas. He's a Texan. We need famous
this
Texans.
man is too old right now. He's not
Who
ring
else
ready.
do you have that's from Texas that can wrestle? The Undertaker can't do it.
Nigga, how many wrestlers do you have that are from Texas on your roster?
None that are over like Steve Austin. That's the problem.
Get them over then, you fucking idiot.
The only person that's over from Texas is Steve Austin. That's it.
What
pal.
are you talking about? I'm
We would use Eddie Guerrero, but we don't have him anymore. We don't have enough Texans. We need more Texans.
right.
So there you go. They're trying to sell out in Texas, man. So Steve Austin's coming back. Maybe.
That's why you try to put over Von Wagner over Braun
Von
Breaker,
Wagner.
you fucking idiot. That's why
Hey.
you named him Braun Breaker, you fucking idiots.
yeah, because we don't want people fucking Googling the big bad booty daddy. All right, pal?
Hell yeah, that nigga's the man.
That guy's crazy. He doesn't like me.
He
So we
doesn't
can't
like
have
you
that.
because you're an asshole.
Hey, Austin's coming back. But
They ask for all that shit. They ask for everything that they ever get. I swear to God they do.
it's like I said, bro, nostalgia. That's what they live on. That's how they live. I'm telling you, when they run out of like we ask, because that's been one of the questions with WWE. What are they gonna do when they run out of guys to go back and fucking bring back? They're just gonna get more guys. They're gonna find more guys to bring back. I'm telling you, like 10
What
years
happens
down
when
the
they all
road,
die?
they're gonna find fucking whoever is not dead from like 2004 or whatever, who was over then. They'll just fucking find them and bring them back. One day, fucking Carlito and Chris Masters are gonna
All
be the
those
nostalgia
guys are in fucking AEW now.
They ain't gonna be there forever. One day, Vince is gonna call a fucking old guy. He's gonna call Matt Sydal and be like, "Hey,
How is
the
it
kids
gonna be
remember
Vince?
you, Evan Bourne? I'm
How
gonna
is
give
it
you
gonna
$10
be
million
Vince?
to
That
come
nigga's
back."
probably gonna be dead.
Vince ain't going nowhere, bro. I'm telling you. Let's talk the rating for Dynamite. It is down considerably.
Yep.
869,000 and a 3-1 in the key demo, which is still good for third on cable behind 2 NBA games. So, not bad in the rankings. But I mean, after last week where they did a cool million and was up in the 4s in the key demo, and there was no major difference in competition. Like everything that was on last week was on this week. Olympics, South Park, everything, NBA, everything was on. Everything was regular. So the numbers just down.
Yeah. I believe it's 18% from last week.
Yeah. So, I mean, again, no major competition to note. So, I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know. I guess people saw last week and a decent chunk was like, eh.
You know what happened?
What happened?
The Codyverse rebelled.
The Codyverse. No more
rebelled.
Codyverse. Well, that's
What?
about it for Dynamite for me.
That 18% of people just left.
Yeah, fucking no
But
Codyverse.
They'll probably be back because they brought back the Heartverse, if you know what I mean. So somebody who was in the crowd we'll talk about later.
Yeah. So maybe you got to work on getting the Codyverse people back, TK. We had a dedicated fan base to the Codyverse. Codyverse is gone, and then so are fucking 300,000 viewers, I guess. So we stuck here for now.
Those are all the people who used to watch Go Big and Go Home.
Yeah. Now they're done. WWE, you got some people to pick up. So
Yeah, that Go Big show, and now you're screwed.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna still do that.
Yeah, with the Warren Media stuff, that'll be interesting to see where that goes. Especially because it's a double whammy because he's leaving from the Warner family to go elsewhere, and then if he does go to WWE, that's a place where they're very particular about the outside projects you can do. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out for them.
Damn.
So hey, so
which one of the gangsters is that?
that was the one. She always in here, Panda. She's scratching shit, but
The little one.
yeah, the little one. But she's scratching like she's not so little. But it's time to get to the Dynamite.
Oh, with that being said, it go a little something like this. It is time. It's time to light the fuse and bring the boom. Let's banter.
Dynamite. It's AEW Dynamite from Nashville, Tennessee. And
Tennessee.
like we've been talking about right off rip in the intro, because the intro, it starts with Cody, and it don't start with Cody no more.
Nope.
He's gone from the intro, man. The Cody verse is truly done out here. It's crazy. It's crazy times.
Finito. Like a fito.
Yeah, man. So we got a new Dynamite intro technically, and then we go to the ring where CM Punk is sitting ready to speak to the people.
He's doing his little Native American thing.
Yes. And he opens up with an old one, a classic one. He says, "My name is CM Punk. I am drug-free. I'm alcohol-free. I'm straight edge. And that means I'm better than you." So y'all remember that? Yeah, I remember that. That's classic shit back in the day. So
who says I'm better than you now?
Yeah. So there's a point to that. You know, he talks about how, those words, that promo, it sparked a legendary career, and how it's made him lucky enough to be here today and inspire people in the back that listen to his words, and some have become straight edge, some have become wrestlers. And then out of all the people that I've inspired, that takes me to MJF.
Ooh.
Says, after he beat me in Chicago twice, you'd think I'd be mad. But actually, I'm proud of him. Says, you talk because, I try to teach all these lessons and all these things that you need to learn from. And we go to Max, and you see what he beat me with, that Dynamite Diamond ring. And you see how he got that Dynamite Diamond ring with other people helping him over the last 3 years. So he says, let's take this to the next step. Because, after last week, he thanks Mox for the assist. And we won that match. And now I get to pick the stipulation for our rematch. Wherever, whenever, whatever. And he sets the date, Revolution on pay-per-view. He says, there's a lot of type of matches that I thought about, things I've done in my career. It's the toughest type of match I've ever been in my career. I consider the cage, but, Wardlow could probably climb into the cage. And then you, Max, you could probably escape it. So that's not what I want. So I think back to how you keep comparing yourself to Roddy Piper in Portland. And then he says, MJF, will you be my Valentine? And he pulls out, he had this red little gift box. He opens the box and he pulls out a dog collar. MJF comes out and he's fucking shook.
Beat elite.
He don't even say anything. He's looking at Punk. Yeah. Punk pulls out the second thing from the gift box, and it's that picture of them from the meet and greet that I'm sure we've all seen by now, many years ago.
It's the bar that he says here that kills me.
Yes. He says, this day, MJF, it's probably the best day of your life. But for me, it was a Saturday. And then he says, Revolution is going to be the worst day of your life. And for me, it's going to be a Sunday.
If you know where that's from, you a real one.
He Street Fighted his shit.
Yep. The Street Fighter movie.
Yes.
I believe that's when they were talking to Bison, and Bison was like, to you, that was the day I destroyed your village, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, the day I destroyed your village was the most important day of your lives.
But to me, it was Thursday. And you know what that means.
Yeah. He has a great one in the cartoon, too. Yeah. I think it's the Chun-Li. Yeah, it's Chun-Li. Because she's talking about him killing his father. He's like, big deal. I killed my father, too, and you don't hear me complaining about it. I'm like, yo, this dude's a beast. The last dog collar match in AEW happened, and Brody Lee and Cody Rhodes. And I remember when they made that match, we talked about it. Like, there haven't been a lot of modern ones that you can really call reference to. And I think the one we talked about in terms of like recent references was CM Punk and Raven in Ring of Honor.
Yes.
In their dog collar match. Mm-hmm. So to see CM Punk here almost 20 years after that one, now going into, Revolution 2022, about to have another dog collar match with MJF, like it's a dope callback, honestly. It's a dope callback. We've got Tony with Christian and Jurassic Express. Christian, he notes that there's going to be some changes in this division because, we're about to get fucking ridiculous in the tag division real quick because there's a triple threat for Revolution for the tag titles. And the way that they're determining Jurassic Express's opponents are by a battle royal and then what was the other match? I think it's 2 battle royals or some shit.
Some weird shit,
yeah. Some shit that every time they do it, I always got to ask, what are these rankings for? Why do we always determine fucking contenders in random ass ways like this?
Or a tournament of some sort.
Yeah. It's like I wish they would just explain that. Like, all right, we're doing this because it's a fucking open challenge, or this is how we're setting it up because the contenders are like the number 1 contenders were Gun Club and they just got their shot, but there's still like a month to the pay-per-view. So you gotta, I don't know, man, explain that shit. I don't know. That's just weird to me how they do that sometimes.
And who's the second seed? And don't they become the first seed now?
Yeah, like if I'm the number 2 team, or if I'm number 2 and 3, knowing number 1 just lost, then it's like, all right, what the fuck? Y'all skipping over me now? What's going on here?
Yeah. The fuck?
I mean, if I had to guess, they're probably going to be in those matches to determine the people, but still, it's like, what do we do rankings for if not to build the matches this way? But it's always weird that they do that. But they're doing that, and Christian says, no matter what happens after Revolution, we're still going to be tag team champions. And Luchasaurus goes, it's a 3-way. So, yeah, we're straight. Now, we got Bryan Danielson versus Lee Moriarty.
Come on down and shake that booty. Dun, 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 dun.
He was here to shake some ass for that American Dragon, but he was also here to whoop some ass.
Yeah.
He wanted Lee Moriarty to show him his violent side. So
yes, you need to be violent.
Yeah, you gotta
this video game shit, you gotta be a fucking gangster.
Yeah, you gotta fucking whoop somebody's ass.
That's what Bryan Danielson just said.
Yeah, when it's time to whoop a man's ass, you whoop a man's ass. So he steps up to Lee in the beginning, offers the code of honor, shake my hand. And then Lee's like, all right, we'll shake hands. And then Danielson just goes, psych, nigga, this ain't Ring of Honor. Fuck you thought was going on here. And then
Swaggy Bry over here.
Yeah. So then they're wrestling early on. They go back and forth. And then Bryan just slaps the shit out of Lee Moriarty.
Yep.
Like, even the crowd was like, oh.
Like, that's why you hit that boy
like that? You didn't have to hit him like that.
Disrespectful, man. You disrespect it.
Yeah. Like, the crowd started out cheering for Danielson. The more he hit Lee Moriarty, the more they booed him. Like, hey, stop hitting that boy like that. You don't fucking deserve that.
They were split star the whole time, just disrespecting.
Yeah, disrespecting. We don't do that. So, Lee tries to engage in the grapple fuckery with Bryan Danielson, but there's no out grappling the American Dragon.
Yep.
So he goes for his comeback, but Lee cuts him off. It's a big forearm in the ropes, but then Danielson comes back. He ties Lee up in the ropes and starts laying into him. And then the ref goes up to him like, get him out of there, Bryan. And then Bryan just turns towards the ref and goes, I have till 5, referee. And then we go to picture-in-picture. I was like, oh, shit.
Yep.
We get some
The
heat.
Pip kind of took me out, though.
The Pip fucked me up because I was really enjoying the match.
Yeah, I was starting to get with it. By the way, in the crowd, Melissa Joan Hart, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
It's the Hartverse, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
If you remember her, you remember her. If you're a little young, you remember her from that little sitcom she had with Joey Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a little old, if you're a little old,
damn, how old is that sitcom now? Shit,
it's old now. If you're a little older,
oh no,
yeah. If you're a little older, then you probably saw her during Sabrina the Teenage Witch era. Yeah. And if you're even older than that, hi.
Oh no,
I'm old as fuck.
Oh no!
I remember her from Clarissa Explains It All. So the Heartverse is now canon with AEW. Come on.
Yeah, man.
That's not the only verse that.
Melissa Joan Hart.
We also see the Cobra verse, but we'll talk about that later.
Hey, we're gonna talk about that shit, man. We need to get Melissa Joan Hart involved in here somehow, some way. She can explain some shit. She can do some spells. Let's get her in here.
Her and Danhausen fucking trying to curse each other.
Yo, facts.
Give me that shit.
Danhausen tries to curse her. Fucking Hilda and Zelda show up. Like, we'll teach you about a curse.
Hilda and Zelda show up. AKA Jimmy King's wife comes out.
Facts. She was ready to rumble. See, this all comes back to wrestling. You got wrestling times. So,
oh man,
we go back to the match. We come back from picture in picture. Danielson's in control. He's laying on top of Lee, but then they fight. They do this bit where they're both standing on their shoulders with their legs locked, and they start punching each other, standing on their heads. I was like, holy shit! The crowd went crazy for this.
Yeah,
I was like, this is awesome.
To me, it's just like, why though? Like, this is moiter.
This is violence. This is what Danielson wanted. Show me your violence. All right, I'll punch you while I'm fucking standing on my head. How's that for violence?
That's very violent, sir.
Yeah. Lee starts bombing Danielson center ring with some trades in the middle of the ring, but then fucking Danielson just slaps the shit out of him again. So then Lee's like, all right, fuck you, stop slapping me. And he starts hitting him with these big rolling forearms, and then Danielson just kills him with a rolling elbow.
Yeah. So there was a bit there where it looked like a shoot. Yeah, where
they just started throwing hands with each other.
And they were holding each other. You know, when you fighting for real, you're like, no, you're not getting away. I'm going, and then, no, you're not getting.
I think that was Danielson telling him, like, yo, fucking hit me. Hit me. I'm good. You can hit me. Moriarty tries to get Danielson in the Border City stretch, but Danielson pulls him up and hits him with a shoulder trap suplex. And then he lays him out with the Busaiku knee. He looks down. He's like, no. I got to show this man violence. So he grabs his arms. Fucking Danielson stomps him to death.
OD.
Then locks on the triangle.
And then does a Johnny Hungy.
And double biceps like, motherfucker, I'm the man. Again, Moriarty doesn't even, the ref doesn't even check to see if he taps. He's dead. He knows this.
That man is asleep.
Ring the bell. He's done.
He's done, but Bryan Danielson is not done.
No. Danielson grabs the mic. He says, well, what do you guys think of Lee Moriarty? Did you think he passed the test or did he fail? And the crowd is like split on it. They like half cheer, half boo.
It was one of those.
Yeah. So he's like, this is why I don't ask the American public for their opinion on anything. You guys are fucking dumb. So
all you do when I ask you for your opinion is rival.
Yeah, rival. I asked for a fucking simple answer to my question, you dumbasses.
By the way, what was that episode of South Park that you made me watch, motherfucker?
Oh, the one.
The most racist shit I've ever seen.
It was The Big Fix. What, you thought that a black couple would just name their child after the token black kid?
That's how they've been spelling it for the life. It's not just me. Merch.
You telling me this shirt I bought that says token black, they spelled it wrong? You spelled it wrong?
You know that boy name was Token Black. You know.
But that shit was, I
y'all dirty for that.
I love how they did it though. No, it's always been Token.
Stan's dad being a fucking racist.
Oh, dear racist.
What the fuck did you make me watch, motherfucker?
That shit was great. Token's dad got the bag though.
He did. He started talking like all Ebonics and shit. I felt like telling that man, boy, you is not from the hood, bro. Don't make me go over there.
No, I love that he did that shit. This is what y'all fucking think of me. Fine, I'm gonna take that shit all the way to the fucking bank. Bet.
I see what you mean there. Yeah. He took power. He took control of his own narrative. That's good.
Yeah. He ain't even want nothing to do with this weed shit. He got brought in. So, all right, you want to bring me on this weed shit? I'm going to make money off it now. Fuck you.
Yo, I fucked my whole shit up. I don't even know when, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, but last week's episode of South Park was great.
God damn, bro. Why?
It was a genius way to do a retcon, I thought.
I feel you. His name is Tolkien.
No, man, his name's always been Tolkien. What are you talking about?
I'm mad the whole fucking school was like, man, you did not know that man's name was Tolkien.
Even Cartman knew. That was the part that got me. Even Cartman knew. He just spelled it wrong because he's dumb.
Yeah.
It was good shit. Good shit.
Oh, God.
But Danielson, he's like, the reason I'm out here is I asked Jon Moxley to join me and create the strongest force in AEW. And I want my answer. So out comes Jon Moxley.
Wild Thing.
Yes, the Wild Thing is here.
You make my heart sing.
He's got a mic of his own. He wants to speak to Danielson. He says, I was a lot like a lot of these young guys that you've been in the ring with lately. A long time ago, I got in the ring and I wanted to take down the great American Dragon, Bryan Danielson. I thought, this guy, everyone says he's the best in the world. I did everything I could once I got in there with you, and I came up short. But just having a taste of the best, all it did was make me hungrier. And over the years, I've taken that and I've developed. And to this day, I've never actually beaten you, Bryan Danielson. Never pinned you. He says, I listened to that offer you made to me, and I got to admit, it would be pretty awesome. In fact, I can't think of a good reason to actually say no. But then I had to sit back and wonder if maybe you don't want to face me because you know that I would do to you what I do to everybody I get in this ring with. And in that case, if that's true, I'm already in your head and I've already beaten Bryan Danielson.
Ooh.
So I'm going to leave you with this. I ain't going to say yes or no to your offer, but I put it like this to you. When it comes to who I stand with in this ring, I ain't standing with nobody in this ring that I haven't bled with first.
Ooh.
So you think about that. He drops the mic and he leaves him.
I'm sorry, but I hate the Acclaim for this.
Why?
Jon Moxley was talking, but all I could see was, you take the money.
You get the money.
Fucking Oscar Kokoschka, god damn it.
Yeah. Fucking Bowen's got him.
Fuck me up, man. Fuck me up.
Yeah, man. He's a much
Bowens
more violent.
needs to write everything.
Yeah, Bowen should write their shit.
God damn it, he caught me with that, and it's been like a month.
Yeah, since he got that promo.
And I still am like, damn it, he really looked, and Renee really looked like, god damn it, he really did this shit.
Yeah, it's like they are those two.
God
but yeah, it looks like we're still leading. Like I said, Danielson and Mox, they're gonna fight, and
I want it. Give me.
Maybe they do team up after because Mox said maybe I'll team with you, but we gotta fight first.
It's my guy versus your guy. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's make this shit happen. Let's get some blood in there. Let's get crazy.
We should on purpose pick, our guy.
Yeah.
Whenever we do predictions for this, we gotta. Yeah. I'll pick my guy. Pick your guy.
Yeah. I mean, I usually be picking Danielson for shit like this anyway. So yeah, why not? Oh, yeah, we can do it.
I'll pick my guy. I have to pick my guy.
Yeah. But now we got a Keith Lee promo, fresh off of him debuting in the ladder match. Right. And then him talking about him being here now in AEW and talking about how he plans to capture that goddamn Chaos Emerald, Sonic Ring, and Revolution and become the next TNT champion.
Let me tell you something. I love Keith Lee, man.
He's great.
He's the best, man. They got to do everything with Keith Lee now. Keith Lee, he brings a new air to this company right now. It feels so fresh when he comes out, doesn't it?
There's not a lot of guys who come in that you would want to theoretically fast track to a title, but Keith Lee is one of the guys who I would fast track to a title, if anybody.
Yep, he's like a cup of water, bro. I swear to God, he is.
Yeah,
we're so refreshing.
Like it's just you look at this guy, holy shit, who's that guy? And then he speaks and is like, oh damn, he's got so eloquence, charisma, everything. And then you see him wrestle.
He's so confident too. God damn.
It was like, what can't this dude do? Like when he records the verses for his song, they're gonna realize he raps too. What the hell? What is this guy?
I think it was Adam Cleary who was talking about how they were coming home from a show, or something like that, or they were leaving a show, and they were waiting for a bus, and he tells Keith Lee, "Yo, if this shit don't get here, I bet you could throw me home." Keith Lee just looks at him and just says, "Yes."
Yes.
It's this confidence that I'm just like, I love this fucking guy. He's great, bro.
And now this is War.
Mr. fucking Mayhem.
It is a Face of the Revolution qualifier. Wardlow versus Max Caster. I don't even remember what Max Caster said this week, actually. I just remember that he didn't say anything about Cody, and I thought he was.
I just remember him saying either rhyming man with man or boy with boy. He rhymed two words that were the same, and I was like, fuck him.
I mean, that's a lot more common in hip-hop now. Whatever. I mean, my personal rule for that was always, if the word is going to rhyme with the previous word in the previous stanza, then there has to be like fucking other words in front of it that happen to rhyme that are different. That was always my rule. But
go home, Max.
I understand niggas are not, whatever.
See, this is why I would never do a hip hop gimmick. Like, I would do a hip hop culture gimmick, but I wouldn't do a rapper gimmick, because it's just, you got to come up with like fire shit every week. If not, it just, why are you talking, dude? You feel me? Like, just shut the fuck up. Yeah. And that's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
The crowd still pop for his shit though, so I mean, it's whatever.
Man, get that
shit. It
shit
ain't over.
Fuck.
At least, like I said, it ain't ever gonna be as over with us as it needs to be, because like, you're never gonna get over with people who know how to fucking rap, just doing basic bullshit. But as long as it works for arenas full of thousands of people, then he's on the right track. He's fine.
Only man who could do it and just say nonsense and we still go, yay! It's fucking R-Truth.
But that's because he's fucking funny.
His charisma is just...
Yeah, he's
skipping
well
and jumping.
Established. Yeah, leaving the competition. Yeah. But yeah, this match, what do you think happens? Wardlow kills this man with the Powerbomb Symphony.
Yeah. So with my predictions, what I said was he's gonna, powerbomb Max Caster into an early grave and then pin him. These were my predictions. Also, my predictions were that, Bryan Danielson will destroy Lee Moriarty. And so far, I'm 2 for 2.
Yes. So yeah, Wardlow kills this man. Post-match, Anthony Bowens tries to attack, and they're jumping Wardlow for a second. And the commentators are like, "Hey, where the hell is Sean Spears? Why is Sean Spears not helping?"
Yeah, Mr. Trigger Happy Chair.
Yeah, and then Wardlow, he deals with it. He takes them both out, power bombs them both. And then afterward, once they're both down, Sean Spears runs in and attacks them with the chair. Like, fuck you guys. Yeah, big man, I got your back.
Fake.
Fucking chairman.
Worst chairman ever, bro. We need La Parka back.
Like, I genuinely thought he left. when they were jumping Wardlow, I didn't see Spears at ringside, so I was like, oh, did he leave? What the hell? And then he just runs in right after. Fuck you.
Look at me. I'm here.
Yeah, chairman.
Dumbass.
Oh, you fucking shithead. I love Sean Spears, man.
You carny piece of shit.
He's great. Now we got Tony with Mercedes Martinez and Britt Baker.
Yes, one of my aunties and her gang.
Yes, auntie and the gang, they out here. Yep. Britt, once again, she's like, "Hey, all right, you got Thunder Rosa again? No DQ. You better make sure you finish the job this time." Mm-hmm. And Britt is like, "I know you're gonna get it done tonight because I got the best squad and I got the best sensei." Like, sensei? What the hell is she talking about? And then fucking homeboy from Karate Kid and Cobra Kai shows up. I'm like, what?
The heel trainer, as I remember.
The heel trainer, yeah.
He was the heel trainer, yeah.
For fucking Karate Kid. He's in Cobra Kai now, too. The guy the villain.
Yeah, Mr. Miyagi's
his arch rival.
Antagonist.
I'm like, wait, what? When did he? When would this become a thing? And then he's like, yeah. And Britt is like, what happens if she fails? And then he looks at her and he's just like, you know what to do. Show no mercy. Finish her.
Just like he did in the movie.
Just like in the movie. I'm like,
what? Who would have thought, bro? The Cobra verse is now canon with it. Yeah. You lose one verse, you get two of them.
Yeah. She was like, we lost the Cody verse. We gotta double up.
It happens to me all the time. I'll be writing a nice verse and
yeah.
I'll lose a verse and then all of a sudden I got two new verses. Fire shit, yo.
Gotta make up for it. Hey, even WWE did it with fucking Dynamite. They fired one person, then brought in like 3 other people for it.
Yep.
So, yeah, you gotta just re-up when you go down. So fucking yeah, we got Britt and the gang. They with Cobra Kai now, so that's cool. We got Tony Schiavone now with the champion, Hangman Adam Page. They're in the ring.
Sir.
And Hangman's gonna talk, but he is quickly interrupted by the number 1 contender, Adam Cole, baby. Cole gets in. He immediately tells Tony, get the hell out of the ring, Tony. Get the hell out of here. And Tony leaves. And, Cole, he says, Hangman, you've earned the right to be champion. I've been watching everything you've been doing. Your matches with Bryan Danielson, your match with Kenny to win the title. And shit, last week, what you did with Lance Archer, you are a deserving world champion. It's just too bad that title reign is going to end soon. And then Hangman is like, Adam, I look at you, I think about how weird it must feel for you to know that your friends started a company without you.
Oh.
And now your old Bullet Club buddy, your old roommate, is holding the one world championship that you'll never hold.
Oh.
And then Adam Cole is like, oh, well, since you want to talk about friendship, let's talk about friendship. Because what kind of a friend are you actually? Aren't you supposed to be like the leader of the Dark Order? Is that supposed to be your group? We haven't seen those guys on here in months. Where the hell are the Dark Order? Says, and when it comes down to it, everywhere I've been, I've always been the top guy. Whereas whenever we've been in the same company together, you've always been known as the other Adam.
Oh.
Hangman gets pissed at that. Like, you motherfucker.
Fuck Jay-Z.
Yeah, basically. So then, before Page whoops his ass, Cole is like, oh, wait a minute. I just want to let you know, I respect and admire you, Hangman. And, we're going to have our match for the championship one day. And when we do, I just want it to be clean. And I want to make sure the best man wins. And he offers his hand for a handshake, code of honor.
Yep.
And Hangman is like, yeah, you know what? Code of honor. And they shake hands. And since we had code of honor, we had to bring in some Ring of Honor guys. Our Dragon hits the ring right after.
Yep.
And fucking attacks Hangman.
I'm smoking Blue Dragon. And now I'm telling you, bro, they gave me a reason. I was like,
I'll give you a reason.
I have this Blue Dragon flavor here that I haven't had in a while. It just reminds me of Red Dragon. Yeah. Blue Dragon, Red Dragon. Let's smoke some Blue Dragon.
Yeah.
Being that my favorite color is blue. They gave me a reason
to dance away. So they come in, they beat him down. Cole joins the ring. He joins the beatdown, and it's an undisputed beatdown. But then the Dark Order runs out. You asked where the Dark Order were? They're here. They run down to the ring. They run
Especially
off the heels.
10.
Yo, so the Dark Order is all just standing here like, all right, we saved our boy. And then fucking 10 just starts killing security guards. I'm like, yo, what?
I told you. My son 10 said, fuck this. Just
like, you would think, all right, when the security first gets there. But no, everything has been settled. Like fucking the Dragon and the gang is gone. The Dark Order standing in the ring. You think the segment's over. And then 10 just, come here. Fuck that.
Adam Cole versus 10 next week confirmed.
Yeah, I guess that's why they had to give 10. All right, let's make 10 look strong real quick. But it looked hilariously random. I just started beating up security.
Preston Vance, thank you for the low.
Yeah. All right, 10. You want playing out here. we got the Inner Circle implodes. Chris Jericho.
Mega powers.
The Mega Powers explode. Chris Jericho and Jake Hager versus Santana and Ortiz.
Yes.
Both teams come out to the ring. But then, before we officially get started, Eddie Kingston's music hits.
So over.
Yo, Eddie is crazy over.
Crowd just eats it up, yo. They love the fact that this man is back. Yeah. They just go crazy for Eddie, bro.
Eddie got a fucking $1 million smile on his face, too. Like, yeah.
Yep. Puerto Rican flags all over the crowd.
Yeah.
It was real. My son Santana
like Eddie
came out with so much passion, too.
Yeah, I feel like Eddie came out with the smile because he knew my boys have awoken.
Yep.
They finally done with this Jericho bullshit.
Yep. And they, not for nothing, bro, they came out here lit. Like, they looked mean and pissed off. Dead presidents from top to bottom. It looked, I don't know, it looked cool as shit.
Yeah. Eddie, he comes to ringside, gives them a pound before they get to work, and we're off to the races. Santana's fired up on Jericho early. He's in him with some big chops. And then they fucking hit him with some double teams, him and Ortiz. Then
By
Jericho
the way, am I bugging or did Jericho lose a shit ton of weight?
Yeah, he's getting cut up and lean.
Yeah, he looks very trim. I don't know what you did, Jericho, but whatever you're doing, keep doing that.
I guess he got tired of the belly jokes and shit and was like, fuck y'all, I'm going to get back in shape.
Yeah, so, you look great, dog. I respect it.
Yeah, good for you.
It's not going unnoticed. Like, it's good that you lost weight, bro, because it looks nice.
Yeah,
you look very nice. Eddie Kingston, by the way, he came out here in Tim's.
Yeah, he had that energy.
He was ready, bro. His boys are lit. He got his Timbs on. Santana was fired up, and he started throwing them bows, man. Bows on.
So Jericho cuts Ortiz off with a flapjack and then brings in Hager. And if we're going into the break, Hager's beating down Ortiz. He's yelling at him, "Tell me why. We're boys. Tell me why."
Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Santana gets the hot tag out of the break. He runs wild, but Jericho cuts him off, hits a big code breaker, and then Hager hits a side slam for a 2 count. So Jericho and Hager go for a double team, but Santana sends Hager flying outside. And then we just don't see Jake Hager for the rest of this match. Like, Santana sent him flying to the floor, and then Jake Hager was gone.
He did.
Yeah, he did. Jericho hits the running bulldog and goes for the lion salt, but Ortiz cuts it off, and Santana hits a Russian leg sweep from the ropes for a near fall. That was cool.
Yep.
Then they hit Jericho with the street sweeper. It lands. They get the 1, 2. He got him. No. Kick out. So Santana goes for a cannonball, but Jericho catches him and reverses into the walls of Jericho, but Santana fights to the ropes. And then Eddie gets up. He just steps up on the ropes. And then Jericho hits him with the triangle drop kick. Like, get the fuck out of here. And then he goes for the Judas effect on Santana, but Santana ducks. Ortiz hits him from the apron. And Santana drops him with a big discus lariat and gets the 1, 2, and 3. Santana and Ortiz get the win over Jericho and Hager.
And a nice win, too. Like, Jericho was all distracted. He was over with that bullshit. And it proves that maybe Eddie was right. Maybe he is a better fit as their manager because he got him the fucking dub here. He distracted Jericho. You know what I'm saying? Then Ortiz distracted Jericho. And boom, man. If it would have just been that one distraction of Ortiz, it might have not been a 1, 2, 3. But because of the fact that Eddie also distracted him, it took Jericho out of his game. Good story. I like this.
Yeah, and almost immediately, like, the match is over, Jericho gets up. He just runs out of the ring and starts fighting with Eddie. And eventually the refs come out, they break it up, and as we end this, Jericho's still alone in the ring. Like, Jake Hager has disappeared.
Yep, he's dead.
Yeah,
Man, I tell you, he dead.
Yeah. Santana and Ortiz have joined Eddie. They're standing with him as we leave this segment. So
here we go.
Yeah. Looks like, we are definitely reaching the end of the Inner Circle at this point.
This is the end. Dun, 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 my only friend.
The
end.
Now we got the Cutler cam. It's the undisputed Dragon with the Young Bucks. And, they're bragging about beating up Hangman, and the Bucks are like, yeah, I mean, but it's got to be Hangman though. Like, we just spent all this time dealing with this guy. Why we got to deal with him now? We don't really want to deal with Hangman anymore. And then, like, all right, listen, man, I'm going for the title on Rampage. I'm gonna beat up 10. Jay White's going to beat up Trent. And then, we're doing these qualifiers for a triple threat tag at Revolution. So, you got to get ready for that. You guys both got to get ready for that because we're the best faction, all of us. And then Matt's like, speaking of tag teams, where have you guys even been? Talking to Redragon. And Kyle's like...
Kyle would have been like, I had a kid.
Yeah, Kyle says, I just became Father of the Year. I just had a baby. And Matt's like, oh, you had a baby? I have 2 of those. Very nice. So... Yeah, if you were wondering where Dragon was, Kyle had a baby. So
yes,
now they're back and ready to give you a reason.
I kind of like how the cinematography goes here at the end.
Oh, with the Cutler cam?
Yeah, where the Bucks go this way, where Dragon go that way, and then Cole's like,
And Brandon's like, where are you going to go, Adam? Shut up, Brandon. Turn off the camera.
I like this. It kind of shows a little bit of like, he is kind of torn in this situation because these guys are kind of like, we're your boys. We're here for you. And he's like, well, these are my original boys. And now that, it's a weird, awkward,
Yeah.
And now that I'm back here, they're here. And it's weird. Mm-hmm.
It is a weird situation. But honestly, I think Adam Cole knows exactly where he wants to go. I think he's just playing a game for right now, but we'll see.
Yeah. With all this going on, and I see another ad for Go Big Show, it kind of went in my head. How would you like to see CM Punk replace Cody on that show?
I guess, yeah, you could do that.
He fits the mold way better, but especially since he's had all this experience with Fox and all that.
Yeah, he's done hosting. Yeah. I guess somebody who would either him or Jericho, right? That's done hosting gigs before.
Yeah, both of those guys.
So either him or Jericho.
I don't know. I would go for Punk on this one. I mean, maybe he's too involved right now, so maybe that's the only reason why I might not. In that case, I see Jericho because Jericho's probably gonna. I mean, he kind of lost his gang. So he might just...
could step off the gas of Jericho. Mm-hmm. Mercedes Martinez versus Thunder Rosa. No DQ.
And who was in the crowd for this one? None other than James Vanderbeek. No, I'm fucking with you. It's the guy from Cobra Kai again.
Yeah, exactly.
You imagine just...
I mean, shit, it don't even stop there because Thunder Rosa, her fit, she is the bride
Rosa
from Kill Bill. That was fucking great. I love that shit.
Somebody was joking around online. Look, she's dressed as Becky Lynch. when Becky did it too as well, But I feel like Thunder Rosa looks cooler because she has like that whole little side with like the little slits in it that looks kind of like sexy, and I like that. It's cool.
Thunder Rosa looked like she came out here to fucking kill somebody.
Oh hell yeah! She came dragging a chair like if it was one of those wheelie luggage thingies where they have the little wheels at the bottom.
The outfit. That's how she was lugging that
chair. Yeah. Kill Mercedes.
Basically that's what we are. Mm-hmm. Rosa, the match starts. She immediately gets out a table because Thunder Rosa is a babyface, and the crowd gonna want them tables.
Yep.
So she brings out a table.
She brought out a chair and then she pulls out a table. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, babyface.
But then Mercedes pops out with like 10 chairs or some shit.
Yeah, no, fuck your tables. I'm a heel. You have some of these chairs. Mm-hmm. So Rosa, she whips Mercedes into a barricade. She whips her through the barricade in the crowd.
It breaks.
It fucking breaks. Like she whipped Mercedes just crashed through it. Like, oh shit.
I was so scared that she bopped her head because she felt like, oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think that was supposed to break.
Yeah, I don't think it was supposed to break.
Yeah.
But it broke, and it looked brutal, and they're fighting into the crowd. And then Rosa, she climbs up top on one of the barricades and then just dives off to Mercedes, and they go into picture-in-picture off that. Mercedes has Rosa up on the apron. She goes to suplex her through a table. They hit this table, and it's a Japanese table.
Yep.
They hit the table and then just slide off of it.
But it was slightly Japanese. It was slightly Japanese.
It broke a little bit.
It did break. As they slid down to that bottom part, it just said brack and just kind of like cracked.
Yeah.
But they slid a little bit and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was like, plat, crack.
I bet that shit still hurt more than a regular table bump would have. That shit.
Oh,
fuck.
dude. Oh, because when they break, they break your fall. Like,
Yeah,
you
it
fall
breaks your
through it.
fall.
And it's like falling into a pile of boxes. But when that shit don't break and you just clunk, and then you slide down that motherfucker.
You taking a bump and a half.
And then it decides to break at the end, so you still kind of bump.
Yeah.
Oh,
What the
shit.
fuck? Bullshit.
Well, at least it broke. Fuck it. Let's
Fuck
go.
it. Yeah, all right. So
That's what
they're-
matters. What matters is that it broke, right?
Yeah. So they're fighting inside. They fight with the trash can lid up top. Mercedes hits Thunder Rosa with a top rope spider suplex. That shit looked brutal.
Whatever the fuck.
Like, she Germans her back into the ring, and then she pulls herself up. Fucking Thunder Rosa just bumps all on her shoulders and neck. Brutal.
Yeah.
So Mercedes goes for a power bomb, but Rosa reverses into a crucifix driver, hits the Fire Thunder driver on the chairs. Big stack of chairs. And that is what gets the win for Thunder Rosa. These two beat the hell out of each other. This was fucking fun.
Yeah.
Then we go to the post-match. Thunder Rosa, she lifts Mercedes up and she bows. She gives her a respectful bow. You know.
We end this match with respect.
Yes, respect. We killed each other, so I respect that.
Yep.
But then Britt Baker comes out with the squad like, we don't fucking do respect out here.
Nope. And homie from Cobra Kai, if you remember, it was all about disrespect.
Yes.
It's never about respect. He didn't like respect.
So Britt
So
goes
you
to her
like-
sensei.
His thing was kill that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if he dies. Let that motherfucker die.
Yeah. So Britt was like, what do we do? And he says, you know what to do.
Yeah, he tells her she's weak.
So they get in the ring. They start to beat down Thunder Rosa. And then, you know, Mercedes, she's just getting up. And then Britt, she gives her the pipe like, do what you got to do, finish her. So Mercedes is standing over Thunder Rosa with the pipe, but she hesitates.
Yep,
She
and
doesn't hit
Cobra
her.
Kai, homie from Cobra Kai said it, bro. She's weak.
She's weak, finish her. Jamie Hayter was like, I've been fucking waiting for this. And she just jumps her.
Jamie Hayter was, hell yeah.
Yeah.
She's that little blonde kid, the little dickhead one,
Yeah.
who was like, yeah, kill that motherfucker.
Jamie Hayter was ready for, oh, you're not going to kill, let's go then. I'm going to kill you. Fuck you.
Damn, now I gotta go back and watch Karate Kid. I
Right?
watched Karate Kid. You know when I watched Karate Kid last? I watched it when basically when the year started. I ended up contracting the Global Bastard,
Yes.
and I was home. And all you do when you have the Global Bastard in your home, quarantining, you know, you just you fucking, you know, you watch movies and shit.
Yeah.
And one of those movies just happened to be Cobra Kai.
Yes.
And
Shout out
yes,
to goddamn Karate
yes,
Kid.
it just, that's not Cobra Kai, fucking Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Which made me be like, yeah, to this whole thing. Cause it's like, I just watched it like a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah. I know you was using it talking shit.
Yeah.
So yeah, Jamie Hayter lays out Mercedes and the gang stands tall. Show no mercy. Now, we got the House of Black.
Yep.
They are laying out the cards and the victims, and it appears at the very end of this that a new member walks in to be
Yes, that's what I was gonna
revealed.
say, yeah.
So it looks like we got another person coming into the House of Black here in AEW, and
It's Griff Garrison. It's
That'd
one
be
of the people that he spit symbiote on.
yeah, that could be a guest. There's also a guest that could be someone who we have not seen on AEW television yet. Someone who is tied very closely to Malachi Black from the WWE days. And that is one Buddy Matthews.
Ooh, Chavo. Dun, dun, dun.
It's not Chavo.
No, but yeah, literally like, ooh, like that's very enticing.
Yeah.
I would like to see next week. And see, this is what WWE doesn't do anymore. There's no surprises. Nothing is, ooh, what can happen here?
See, now I got to
What are
go
we gonna
back
do
and
here?
fucking watch what the hell they did together at WWE because I don't fucking remember none of that shit.
See, this is what bugs me about WWE, right? You have all these NXT guys. You can do surprises every fucking week if you felt like it. Why don't you?
They don't want to. We don't want to, pal.
God damn it. I would love to have a surprise Braun Breaker just fucking murder everybody.
Pal, we made $1 billion with just fucking Roman Reigns and Becky Lynch every week, pal.
Go
we don't need to do anything else.
That. You feel me?
We're gonna bring in Braun Breaker in 5 years. We got a quick promo for the Switchblade, Jay White. He lays out the short history for anyone who may not know who this man is. This man has defeated Kenny Omega in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Mm-hmm. He ousted him from the Bullet Club. He usurped his position as the leader of Bullet Club and his position as #1 Gaijin in New Japan.
Yep.
And says that I, now here in AEW, will prove that it is still my era.
Well, at the end of the day, he's the reason why AEW started, you know? If you didn't kick Kenny Omega and the Bucks' ass so much, they would have never.
Perhaps they'd still be there.
You know? They would have still been there, you know what I'm saying? And then the only other reason why AEW started is gone. So the only person right now in AEW who actually has a reason, his name is Jay White. Why am I putting him over so hard? It's not even that serious.
The Switchblade, Jay White.
Jay White, the greatest heel of all time. Better than MJF.
Switchblade. Yeah, man.
CM Punk versus Switchblade.
I'd be fire.
Give it to me.
Yeah.
Give it to me, baby.
Yeah. He is pretty fly for a white guy.
And all the girls say I'm pretty fly for a white guy. Oh, that was my shit. Offspring, ladies and gentlemen.
Now it's time for the main event. And the main event this week, the TNT Championship on the line. Pillar versus Pillar. Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara.
You know it's a way of life.
Yes, it's a way of life for Sammy Guevara. They engage in a little code of honor.
Mm-hmm.
They shake hands. A lot of code of honor on this show. A lot of shaking hands and shit. You love to see it.
A lot of love to ROH, especially since they're doing their Hall of Fame now.
Yeah, and they coming back soon for the Supercard.
Yeah, our boy Samoa Joe, I believe, is going to be inducted into their Hall of Fame, which God bless him.
Yes, as he should be.
I love Samoa Joe, man.
That's the man.
You see Hook? Samoa
Hook.
Joe.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, bro. Every time you see Hook, just remember Samoa Joe.
Yeah, a lot of what Joe would have been in a major promotion is what they did, is what Impact did do with Joe when they first got him. Just fucking killing.
Yep.
So, yeah, Hook. There's a lot of that in Hook. But
Kevin, I fell.
So do you.
I fell.
So it was a big dueling chant for both guys, back and forth wrestling early on. Darby rushes to Sammy, but Sammy takes him up to the top rope, and then they already starting with the bullshit. Fucking Sammy drops Darby straight on the top of the Chicago skyline, and Darby just fucking bounces off the top turnbuckle and then just crumples to the floor.
Did he also throw a couple
taking
thousands?
Stupid bumps. Yes. The hell is going on here, man?
I don't know, man. He doesn't care for his safety or his life or his well-being.
Neither one of these dudes cared in this match.
Right. Exactly. So I don't know why this surprises you.
Yeah. I knew it was going to happen, but it's still like, why y'all doing this?
Sammy don't give a fuck about his life. Fucking Darby went through a fucking, I guess you could say a life-threatening, situation. And then he's a little like psycho after that. So yeah. Can I ask you a question though?
What?
Who told Darby to just throw a shit ton of powder on himself? I feel like he has mad powder on him.
I don't know. Maybe.
What is he doing? Why? What are you doing? Is that the face paint that just kind of, or did you just throw powder on your shoulders and shit? I don't know.
Maybe you just gripped it. I don't know. Yeah. So Sammy puts Darby on the top rope, leaps up top, hits a fucking big senton into the picture-in-picture on the top rope. Like, these two dudes are going crazy already. We're like barely 8 minutes in. We come out. Darby setting Sammy up in the tree of woe. Then he twists his leg. He goes for a single leg crab up top, but Sammy springs up, nails him with an avalanche Spanish fly. And then he goes over, covers. That gets a near fall. Sammy goes for the crossroads. Paying tribute to the man Cody Rhodes.
Boom, 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 boom.
But then Darby also pays tribute by doing the figure four. It's like, all right, let's
Four.
These were two dudes that Cody went out of his way to put over. Put over Sammy. And shit, his last match, technically in AEW to this point, was him putting over Sammy.
And all y'all still walking around talking about he's like Triple H. No, he not.
Whatever, man. Now he gonna go to WWE and fucking actually beat Triple H, and people are gonna be like, "See, I told you he was like Triple H." No.
Did you see all the memes of him super gluing back together the
throat and shit?
The throat.
Yeah. That was just a prank. So yeah, fucking, I'm not looking forward to none of that. But
he better not go over here.
Yeah, I don't want that. At least I'll take him fucking being Stardust over him like doing the Triple H thing over there. For the love of God,
AEW, make me a cup like this.
I don't want to hear about that shit.
With all the AEW guys.
Yeah, do an AEW cup. Yes, these two men killing each other. And then they start wrestling for a second. Sammy goes up, but then Darby, he steps through on the leg and pulls him over for the Last Supper. Mm-hmm. He gets a 2.9 off that.
2.9.
Sends Sammy outside. He dives after him, but Sammy catches him, hits a big cutter in midair off this dive. Mm-hmm. That was sick.
Love
and then
he made Randy Orton look a little pussy.
Yeah. He sets Darby up on the apron, goes for a swanton bomb, but Darby moves and Sammy just fucking dies. He takes this shit on the hardest part of the ring. The camera zooms in. You could see like the muscle out of his shoulder popping out because ow.
It's like it hooked him.
Yeah.
Because he like and then bounced off.
Yeah.
Ouch.
like listen, man, there's it hurts, but there's ways to take a bump in a wrestling ring that you know, will minimize the damage. Mm-hmm. There ain't no safe way to take that bump on the apron. There are ways that are less safe than others, but there's no real safe way to do that.
These two men, they just like hurting themselves. I don't understand.
Yes, they don't care.
You know what it is? They're young. That's what it is. They're young.
Yeah. So, yeah, Darby, he pulls him in, sets up for the coffin drop. But on the other side of the ring, we see Jose. Jose pops up on the damn apron. And Darby's like, you get the fuck. But then Sting, he runs over, takes him out. And then Andrade. Sting is like, you get the fuck. And then Andrade runs in. He takes Darby out inside the ring, and then he steps away. Sammy wakes up. He notices. He's like, I got to do what I got to do.
Yep.
And he goes over and grabs Darby, hits him with the GTH.
It ain't personal.
It ain't personal. It's business. And he covers him and gets the victory.
Yeah.
And, he's celebrating post-match. Fucking Matt Hardy just runs right down post-match, walks right past Andrade and starts attacking Darby.
What's wrong with him?
Then Sammy runs in, runs Matt Hardy off. But then Andrade comes in, takes out Sammy, and then holds up those TNT championships like, told you I want these.
Yep.
And Andrade standing tall to end the show. Great main event. Really fun show. Dynamite's clicking again.
Like the fuse bring the boom.
Bring the boom. They've been bringing the boom the last few weeks.
Yep.
I mean,
it's been cracking along. And this may have been like, it's not like a huge show or like this huge, but it was definitely like, this was like a stamp. You feel me? Like this was a good show. Like this was exactly what you want from an AEW show, which kind of like boggles the mind on why everybody just said, meh. And like 18% of the people just said, goodbye. I'm telling you, bro, it has to be there's no other explanation than the Codyverse was bigger than we thought.
The Codyverse was really that popping, and maybe.
I ain't even noticed that shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you said, we're officially in pay-per-view build season now. Like Revolution's in a month, so now they're gonna be really hitting the gas towards setting up the matches for that show. So yeah, we're gonna be in a good couple of weeks for AEW. So I don't know. Hopefully next week people jump back in like, it's not so bad without the Codyverse guys. It's still pretty good.
Yeah.
So
it's either that or did I didn't see beforehand. Was Big Bang Theory on before?
I think it was.
Did they not?
Yeah, did they lose their Big Bang Theory lead in this week?
Oh man, I mean, it is what it is. Shit's gonna happen. Shit's bound to happen. It's TV and it's wrestling, and their numbers fluctuate like crazy. I mean, if you ever look at Raw's scores, sometimes they're, and sometimes they're like, oh.
Raw was up this week.
Yeah.
So
it's like you gotta take sometimes the ratings with a grain of salt, especially since now a lot of people don't even watch TV on the day that shit goes live.
And like with stuff like this, like where 1 week it has a big drop, you can't really explain what the drop is without, you need more data. This is not enough data. Like, this is a data point, but now you need more evidence to support whatever your theory on the data is. So, we'll see how it goes next week and so on and so forth.
It is what it is. This was a great Dynamite. Last week was another great Dynamite, and hopefully next week is another great Dynamite. I've been having a good time with Dynamite maybe for like the past month. The only time that I've had a situation was, well, you know when.
Damn, that was her last promo.
Yeah.
Nah, she can't go out like that, man. I don't care how y'all feel about Brandy. She deserved to go out better than that.
I'm telling you, brother, it's a work.
I hope so.
Tev, this has been the Banter Club AEW review.
That it has.
This is our Dynamite review. I would like you to leave. Well, not leave. I would like you to tell these people out here where to find us.
Yes. Yeah. You already know where to find us. Find us on Instagram at Ramblemania Show and at Banter Club Podcast. Find us on Twitter at Ramblemania, Facebook.com/Ramblemania Show. Also find our group there, Ramblemania Show's Banter Club, where we and the other wrestlers and podcasters and everybody that we associate with post all our goings on, all that is going down. As far as the audio goes, everywhere audio is found, that is Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, Anchor, TuneIn, Overcast. Everywhere your podcasts are found, just search Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. As far as the visuals, twitch.tv/Ramblemania Show. Also, look us up on YouTube, Ramblemania Show or Banter Club. And when you get here, like the videos, click subscribe and click the bell so that when the new content drops, it goes straight to you. And that's for me personally. Find me on Instagram at TJ the Great One. That's TJ the GR, the number 8, the number 1. And find me on Twitter at TJ the Great. That's TJ the GR, the number 8. It's as simple as that.
TJ the Great. Kid. You can find me on Instagram at number 6, the letter X, the number 6, the letter X, the letter L. You can find me on Twitter at SIIXX, ain't I great? That is the SIIXX already. You can also find us on TikTok at Ramblemania Show, where we post little funny clips of these shows that we do here. So in case somehow you did not catch it, you will catch it. One of these funny little, goddammit, and one of these funny little gimmicks.
Yes, indeed.
Well, with that being said, we're going to leave the Banter Club loyalists out there with a little something we like to call a, too sweet.
Too sweet.
And a good fight.
And a good night.
Blagga, 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 blagga. Hazel, you son of a bitch, you should have never logged the video off. Because I came on and did the fucking blurger blurger. But nobody caught it because you fucking son of a bitch.
God damn, pal.